This video is on dividing fractions. The bar models below represent the two different types of division problems. Okay, in example A, how many blanks are in 2? And it is saying 2 divided by 1/4. So they're asking us how many 1/4 are in 2. So if we split these two up into 4s, and it might not be perfect, but we can. So that's 1, 2, that's 1/4, that's 1/4, that's 1/4, that's 1/4. Let's do the same for the second one. Got 1/4, 1/4. So how many 1/4 are in 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 divided by 1/4 is 8. In example B, 3/4 divided by 2. So when 3/4 is divided into 2 groups, how large is the group? So we have 3/4, and we want to divide it into 2 groups. So each fourth divided into 2 groups, and we know that 1/4 divided by 2 is 1/8. 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and we're going to divide it into 2 even groups. So 3/4 divided into 2 groups is 3/8. All right, down at the bottom. Use your understanding of division to model the division problems below. Okay, so the first problem says 5/6 divided by 2. So we've got to make this first one. Let's try to get our 6's here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 1, 6, 1, 6, all the way down. That's a 6, guys. Fix that. All right. And we have 5/6 of it. So we stop there. That's 5/6. And we're going to divide that into 2 groups. So when we divide 5/6 into 2 groups, how large is it? So we're going to split each one of these up. It is not going to be perfect by no means. And half of 1/6 is 1/12. Okay. And then we're going to take this and we're going to divide it into 2 groups evenly. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So half of that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/12. So 5/6 times 2 is 5/12. Okay, now we have 2 holes over here in the next one. So we've got one here and one here, and we're going to divide that into thirds. So 2 holes divided by 1/3. So these are all in thirds. These are ones. So 2 divided by 1/3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many 1/3 are in 2? And the answer is 6. Okay. That first page was by using models. Now we're going to show you the way that most people do dividing fractions. Use the following steps to divide fractions. Change each mixed number to an improper fraction. Rewrite the first fraction. Change the division to multiplication. And find the reciprocal of the second fraction. Multiply and simplify. All right, when we think of 2, 3, 4, y'all were thinking ACF, keep, change, flip. But the actual term is the reciprocal, okay? You're finding the inverse of it, and this is the reciprocal. So if we take this one, remember we said on the front of the page, or even the multiplication, you put whole numbers over 1, change the division to multiplication, and find the reciprocal of 3/4, which is 4/3. 6 times 4 is 24, and 1 times 3 is 3. And 24 divided by 3 is 8. Number 4, we're going to keep the first fraction, it's 2/5. Change the division to multiplication. Whole numbers go over 1, so we're going to find the reciprocal of 3/1, which is 1/3. 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 5 is 15. And that won't simplify any lower. All right, here, number 5, we've got to change this to an improper fraction. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11. So we have 11/4. Change the division to multiplication. And then the reciprocal of 5/1 is 1/5. 11 times 1 is 11, and 5 times 4 is 20. So our answer is 11/20 because that's as slow as it'll go. As you divide fractions in real-world situations, consider asking yourself the following questions to guide your thinking and to help you understand the situation. 1, you've got to ask yourself, what is being split up? When you divide, you're splitting something up. What value represents the number of groups? And what value represents the size of the groups? All right. Does your solution make sense in the context of the situation? All right, so in this problem, Kayla works at a pizza place. Tomato sauce cans contain 14 cups of sauce. Each medium pizza uses 3/4 cups of sauce, tomato sauce. How many medium pizzas can Kayla make with 1 can of tomato sauce? So we know that 3/5 cups of sauce per pizza. And we have 14 cups of sauce per can. Okay, and in the context of this question, what's being split up is going to be this 14 cups of sauce per can. What value represents the number of groups? In this case, it's going to be 3/5 cup, and the size of the group is 14 cups. So what we want to know is how many medium pizzas. I'm thinking that's Kayla, make with 1 can of sauce. It says right here, how many medium pizzas can Kayla make with 1 can of tomato sauce? All right, so we know that the size of our group was 14. And the number of groups that we want is the 3/5. All right, so 14's there, so we're going to keep the 14 and put it over 1. We're going to change the division to multiplication, and we're going to take the reciprocal of 3/5, which is 5 over 3. And we get 14 times 5 is 5 times 4 is 22, so that's 70. And 3 times 1 is 3. How many 3's are in 70? So I know that 3 goes into 7 2 times with 1 left over, and 3 goes into 10 3 times with 1 left over. It's 23 1/3. So Kayla can make 23 medium pizzas. 1/3 doesn't make a pizza, so that doesn't count.